companions. There are bards and taverns who play tunes, and you can pay them to play another tune, which reminds me of something among the lines of Fable, which I'm not saying is bad. That's great. That's really well done. All right. Now let's see. You can hire companions to join you in your adventures. You can have animal companions. McQueer the Liar is back. Alright, if you don't know who that was whatsoever, well, alright, he's this random guy that ran really fast in Oblivion outside the city of Leyland, and you talk to him and he'd be like, Manique the Liar, here's wolves, werewolves, wolves, what? And then he'd run away, and people would say that's hinting to the next Skyrim game, and maybe there's going to be werewolves. There's lots of hints and secrets, and no released information about werewolves being there. Many people are anticipating that there will be, and vampires have been confirmed. Creatures and mounts. Confirmed creatures. Zombie Jar, as I mentioned in my previous video. Skeletons, trolls, giants, ice wraiths, giant spiders, dragons, wolves, horses, elks, mammoths, saber-toothed cats, dwoomers, centaurian spheres, dogs, skeevers, boars, rabbits, horkers, glowworms, bees, torch bugs, luna moths, spriggans, mud crabs, bats, foxes, frost atronachs, ice golem, salmon, vampires. Random spawns are scaled. Strong enemies appear at higher levels, but weak enemies aren't written out of the system, just become less common. A single spawn at lower levels can have enemies spawning in pairs at higher levels, which could be something among the wolves. Remember, if you read the IGN or Game Informer review, the guy said at one point in time he fought a wolf, and then after he killed it, I believe he leveled up, and then more wolves came, like three or four attacked him at the same time. And in the trailer, many wolves attacked him at once, maybe three. Stronger enemies exist in the world at the start of the game, but you're usually given enough warning if you don't want to fight anything too strong, which is nice because unlike Fallout, because I didn't feel like being owned by a freaking Deathclaw level 5, okay, and I killed one actually, and alright, and then the second one came and owned me. Giants herd mammoths and travel together in packs, ignoring the player if undisturbed, meaning they're neutral until attacked. You can mount horses, which are more detailed than before. Some insects can be killed. One example is the bee. I wonder if they fight back. That would suck. Dragons. Dragons respawn just like other creatures. There are different kinds of dragons. As far as we know, there's ice and fire, but I'm hoping to see some lightning or earth dragons and something. Sadly, cannot mount and fly dragons. Some dragons are scripted while others appear randomly. Dragons can pick people off the ground. When dragons are critically injured, they cannot fly and will land or crash to the ground. Dragons leave scars and marks everywhere when they crash or land in the ground and when they breathe fire upon the environment, etc. No, I'm not giving away the plot and lore. Don't read that. Unless you really want to, go ahead, read the whole plot. That's just not what I'm going for. Graphic sound and interface graphics. Wind will whip up the surface of bodies of water. Dynamic shadows. Snow falls dynamically, painting the ground texture with snow. Believable water physics, faces and models are improved. Draw distance is greatly increased, allowing for little to no grid pattern or low resolution distant land. Speed trees not used. They've created their own platform that allows artists to build whatever kind of trees they want to, and to dictate how they animate. Artists can alter the weight of the branches to adjust how much they move in the wind, which in an effective way of, for instance, actualizing the danger of traversing steep mountain passes with howling winds violently shaking branches. The sound is great. In other words, composing the music, I think it's like the Oblivion one. There are about 70 voice actors, beating the 20 in Oblivion. Got kind of annoying. Your character will laugh, shout, and make combat grunts. That's something I'd love to see. Interface. In first person, the HUD comes and goes when needed. Third person has have been improved even with the crosshair now. When opening the menu, instead of returning you to your last page you visited as it did in Oblivion, you are now presented with a simple compass interface that offers four options. Right, inventory; left, magical items; down, maps and quests; up, skills. Instead of relegating players to looking at an item's name and stat attributes, each possession is a tangible three-dimensional item which with its own unique qualities, which we've seen. Very nice. Anything from your spell library or item inventory can be bookmarked, quoted, to the favorite menu with the press of a button. How many items appear on the menu is up to each player. The map is zoomed out version of the game world, which means it's not like a piece of paper map like that. That was okay, but now it's a 3D scale of the world. Great. Quest markers can be turned off, like Oblivion. The health, stamina, and magic bars is hidden when full. That's cool. HUD capacity can be turned down to 0, so we can make them from 0 to 100, I'd presume. Environment. Skyrim hosts very unique landscapes and dungeons, 5 major cities. The names don't matter. Just Windhelm being the largest. There are 8 or 9 smaller towns. There are more than 130 dungeons. I've heard 150, ranging from 15 minutes to 2 hours long. There are over 100 points of interest across Skyrim, including giant camps, necromancer lairs, and altars to different gods, Audra and Daedra. The apparel is approximately the size of it's approximately the size of Oblivion Skyrim, but the rugged landscape makes the world bigger, as you will need to go over and around mountains to get anywhere. Traps and puzzles are used to make dungeons interesting. Fish jumps out of the water, and when swimming, you can even catch fish. Birds fly in the air above you. Every town has its own economic system. If you destroy its city means of income, they'll need to buy from another city nearby. And prices in the city will go up, or some products will not be available in the city at all. Okay, so to explain that, if there's a specific town or city based on windmill, if you kill the owner of the mill or destroy it in some way, the economy will go down and things will increase in price and all. Every town has its own economic. Yeah, I read that. Every big settlement has its own unique culture and architecture, which I've noticed. It looks pretty nice in the pictures. Rumor ruins are scattered across Skyrim. That was rumored in Oblivion. High Krogger has 7,000. Damn, not climbing that. Some locations will have enemies too strong for you, and you will have to come back when you are more powerful, while some places will have weaker enemies. That's great. This was, I thought, pretty cool. You can knock oil lamps to the ground or set fire to oil, which will then cause the ground to burn and deal fire damage. I'd like to pour some oil and freaking throw a torch at it. Goddamn. Butterflies will fly around flowers, which can be picked for alchemic purposes. Notice how it said flowers, didn't say plants. I'm hoping it's not only flowers. That would be a little shaming. The major cities are in their own cells, so to enter a loading screen will appear just like Oblivion. There are hidden caves, hidden ships, and secrets in the water. The higher you climb, the more severe the weather gets. There are rivers inside dungeons. Some buildings can be destroyed but are rare, as I mentioned. After picking flowers, they are removed visually from the plant. That's great. Nern roots are in the game, guys. Those little pesks. As I've already told you about, the 13 Guardian Stones scattered across Skyrim temporarily boost your skills. The city of Winterhold is partly submerged and in ruins. Gotta check that out. Character up to level 50. Mathematically, the highest possible level is to be around 75. 3 attributes: health, magic, and stamina. You can increase by 10 each level. Leveling is faster than in previous games. You can sprint, which drains your stamina. Backwards running speed has been reduced since Oblivion, which I personally enjoy. Sprinting while wearing heavy armor drains stamina faster. Your speed is governed by your stamina attribute and your equipment. Racial speed is the same, so a Khajiit will intentionally run at the same speed as an orc. You can become vampire. Meow. There are no classes, no major minor skills. There are no birth signs. And 50 beards, face paint, dirt, sliders, dozens, everything that you need to customize. 10 playable races, same as the ones from Oblivion: Imperial, Nord, Redguard, Dark Elf, High Elf, Wood Elf, Orc, Khajiit, Argonian, and Breton. There are also a few unplayable races. Could be anything. There are 18 skills: smithing, heavy armor, block, two-handed, one-handed, and archery. Enchanting, destruction, alteration, conjuration, restoration, and illusion, alchemy, light armor, speech, sneak, lockpicking, and pickpocketing. The higher the skill is, the more it will contribute to leveling up. The enchanting skill allows you to disenchant items with magical properties, destroying the item in the process. This will teach you how to enchant another item with the magical properties of the item you disenchanted. So basically, if there's like a macaroon's razors or something, you can most likely make something like that too. Every level, and there's perks. They're pretty cool, but I'm not going to read all of them because that's again too high of a spoiler even for me. Great, some good stuff. Damn. Alright, factions. Thieves Guild joinable. Alright, I'll just say all the joinable and then the non-joinable. College of Winterhold, companions. There's a college in Winterhold, a party in ruins? That's going to be something I want to see. That's going to be a comedy, something I'm going to put on YouTube. Companions, Dark Brotherhood, confirmed.